Kristen Klaus, and I am with the City of Sault Ste. Marie Economic Development Corporation. I sit on the border of Canada, and we share a special relationship with our neighbor. We not only share a river, a bridge, and shared services, but we also share a name. And it brings a personal aspect to our relationship and our working world. For years and years and years, the bridge was just a means to get from one community to another. It was never more than just go across the river to see friends, family, shop in either direction. So traditionally, we have always been a collaborative community. We've stood together in crisis. We've celebrated together in different events. So for us, this is a very exciting year as we move forward. Both sides of the border, Sault Ste. Marie International Bridge is turning 50 this year. The City of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario will be 100 this year. So we share a long, rich, cooperative relationship, and our cities thrive in our foundation. And individually, our cities have much to offer, but together we are unrivaled. We can match anything that North America has. We have combined a population of over 100,000 people. And that's huge for where we sit in the Eastern UP. So with that, we typically every year have joint city commission, city council meetings. We make an effort to work together to share our ideas. The EDCs do we both do joint economic development, trade missions, brochures. We target companies together, and we've done this for a long, long time. With that, in March, both the City Council and the City Commission, Michigan and Ontario, voted unanimously to support a sister city agreement that would brand our communities as two nations, one city. We're very proud of this fact that not only are we two separate nations, but we are together in one city sharing a name. So with that, we have invited the President of the United States, the Prime Minister of Canada, and we hope that they would join us to sign this auspicious sister city arrangement. As it turns out, this is the first agreement between any border city for US and Canada. So for us, we're kind of venturing new territory. We're making something formal that we've done for years and years and years and years. So this sister city agreement, we just expect it to continue to enhance our trade and our economic development objectives that we go forward together on pretty much on the same note that we work together. In addition to those celebrations, we also are looking forward to the construction of our Smart Zone, our breeder building, advanced technology and resource building. This building will work in tandem with Lake Superior State University's Product Development Center. Entrepreneurs can go to Lake State with an idea, get a prototype. From there, they can take that prototype and spin out into the Advanced Resource Technology Building, where they'll begin to learn how to produce that part and how to cost effectively manage that and produce it. Not every line works the same, and finding that optimal way to manufacture a good and service, as well as develop a business plan, secure funding. And once they get into that stage, then they move into our industrial incubator, where then they begin to pay rent, and they have a client, and they're looking to grow, and they spin out and hopefully locate into our community. We are really looking to keep our own talent here in Michigan. We are hoping that this technology breeder building that will keep Lake Superior State students and UP residents that have these ideas but don't know where to go, don't know what to do, to stay here in Michigan, to develop it, learn how to market it, learn how to produce it, and then sell it. So we're very excited to move forward with that. Construction will begin in the spring. It's been a long time coming. It's been about a 2-year process for us to get here, with some delays with the EDA funding and things like that. So we're ready, and I think it's time. We're growing our own. Entrepreneurs are there. We just need to keep them here. And then some of our continued challenges and stumbling blocks to the increase in trade and tourism and economic development continue to be the bottleneck in the backlog on our international bridge. In 2011, the bridge boasted approximately 1 million commercial vehicles and 1 million commuter vehicles. Now I know for Detroit, that's kind of pittance, but for us, that's huge. And most of the commercial traffic is loaded both directions with natural resource items. So wood coming out of Canada, hauling across the UP, could turn around and go back full with a different resource or a different mineral or whatever. So most all of our commercial traffic is loaded both directions, which helps survive our trucking industry up in the UP. With that, we have proposed an addition of 2 lanes on the southern side. It would be about an 850-foot expansion for the bridge. It would add 2 additional lanes, which would help the queuing up of not only commercial vehicles, but also just commuter vehicles that would allow easier access into the plaza and out through and reduce all the congestion. Unfortunately, it's about an $8 million project, and it is currently unfunded by the state. So we're looking to hopefully be able to move this through and help with the funding and kind of just help with the economic trade and ease into the export and imports. One other item that I just kind of wanted to touch briefly on is not only should we continue making improvements with our bridge crossings and Michigan's infrastructure, our ports, our rails, the roads, cell coverage, broadband coverage, these are all important pieces to be able to move economic goods back and forth, to be able to import and export, as you were talking about. If we don't have the infrastructure to support these needs, then we're never going to have the businesses here. And so we should continue to look at that. In addition, I think we should look at poising ourselves against some of these and aligning ourselves with some of the emerging markets, such as Russia. Back in the Cold War days, large Air Force bases were built in the UP. Why? Because it was the shortest distance transpolar to get to Russia. These infrastructures are all still there and still in good working condition. So perhaps maybe we look to align ourselves with Russia and become an import-export hub for Russia that would not only benefit our communities, but it'll also benefit Michigan. All of that import and export would not only move through the UP, but downstate and across out into the Midwest. Ultimately, this import-export hub would create jobs and generate a stable long-term growth in a global economy for Michigan. That's what we're all seeking, and it would be beneficial for everyone. That's pretty much my main topic, so I'm good. I got 1:45 to spare.